New at 6 o'clock, local organizations are calling for Governor Brian Kemp to stop a Confederate Memorial event at Stone Mountain Park this weekend.
The event has taken place there for 20 years, except in 2020 and in 2021 due to the pandemic and safety concerns. 11 Alive's Karis Belger reached out to people on both sides of this controversy to get their perspectives.
The Sons of Confederate Veterans say the memorial is meant to honor their relatives. Opponents say they're glossing over a painful part of history. Millions of people make their way to Stone Mountain Park each year, some looking to hike to the top, take the trails, or enjoy the lake. The park's history and Confederate memorial carving of President Jefferson Davis and Generals Robert E. Lee and Thomas Stonewall Jackson drawing others. And for the last 20 years, the park's played host to the Sons of Confederate Veterans annual memorial service.
These are people we're blood kin to. There are our forefathers, and in some cases women, who were partisans for an independent Southern Republic.
The group's spokesperson, Martin O'Toole, says the event is meant to celebrate their heritage.
There'll be an address by Pastor John Weaver. Then there will be a few comments by other speakers.
But local activists like Atlanta NAACP President Richard Rose say these events do more harm than good.
To be silent in the face of these kind of action is to give consent to them. And we do not consent to the continuation of racism, to continuation of celebration of racism and white supremacy.
Rose says the Atlanta NAACP is planning a counter-protest that day with the Stone Mountain Action Coalition. The latter is also calling on Governor Brian Kemp to cancel Saturday's event.
That war was ended in 1865, and we should move on as one nation under one flag and one philosophy about inclusion for everybody.
I reached out to Governor Brian Kemp's office today, but no one has responded yet. In Stone Mountain, Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
The creation of Stone Mountain is one that the Atlanta History Center says is often misunderstood. No battles were fought there during the Civil War, and its history is closely tied to the Ku Klux Klan. The original idea was put forth by a member of the United Daughters of the Confederacy. At the time, this particular person who started this suggested that Klan members might be included on the carving. In 1915, a ceremony was held on top of the mountain announcing the refounding of the KKK. Efforts to carve the monument stalled until the 1950s when segregationist Marvin Griffin promised to complete the project. During his time as governor, he fought to deny Black Georgians the right to vote and to keep schools segregated.